Fabulous Tales and Fables ASAP by Owen T. Duggan. Story 5. Good Landlord, Bad Tenants. Fifth part, also being the fifth last part. One funny sunny day, not so many weeks later, an animal showed up on the scene. One that had been lying low for a while. It was a swift-running, bronze-coated traveler, a fox. Approaching high walls at some funny kind of stockade, the fox could smell and hear that there were surely birds within. The birds she heard were probably chickens, which was a very promising bite of information. It was like posting a huge sign,
"Get your beautiful bronze hide in here, darling, and get some of this chicken into you."
However, there was one problem, and maybe more than one. "Get lost!" barked a human. At least the fox guessed it was a human. Looking all over, high and low, she saw no source for the snarl. Darting along the wall and around, the fox passed a heavy door, which was shut, and at the other side of the fortress she was accosted by more snarls and growls. Not sticking around to risk herself, not being an idiot, the fox swiftly departed. Maybe the place was not worth the trouble. Such, however, was the alluring possibility of capturing a juicy chicken by the neck, that she found herself again several days later foraging near the very same walls. This time, maybe the situation was changed in her flavor. Changed in her favor. The time of day was different. That was one thing. It was early morning.
A good hour for stealthy raiding.
The fox first cautiously completed a full circuit of the fort, confirming there was no way in. No easy way in. She would be creative. She tried jumping at a few spots. Fortunately, nothing snarled. Spying a growth of untended vines, which must have grown up inside the wall and spilled over, the fox took a run and a jump, and snatched some vine in her needle-sharp teeth, pulling it down a little with her weight. Sadly, there were no grapes on it.
What a rip-off!
And she almost lost a tooth on that stunt. That would have been a refreshing snack. Then she realized something funny. Why did she not hear any chickens this time, as she had the week before? Roosters should be making their racket, shouldn't they? Certainly, chicken smell was in the air. Sniffing the ground, scanning the turf, she did find chicken feathers, scattered to the wind. Had another fox got to them first? And if so, then how so? Something was worse than funny about this place. Something was creepy. Ha-ha! Ha-ha! Came a very creepy sound, something with a tone like the call of a duck, but not a duck. The fox had never heard such a call. That was no chicken. She had heard and eaten chickens before. Then came a spine-tingling surprise, the deep growl of a wild cat, a huge one. The fox looked up to the wall, to the source, and saw a pair of intense predator eyes. This was the outer limit of her resolve.
Time to freak out!
The fox bolted, only stopping far enough away to confirm that nothing was giving chase. What a strange stockade this was! Scanning, she saw two lookout structures, each potentially shielding a predatorial watcher. Topping off the guarded fort was, on the roof, the silhouette of an utterly unearthly, hideous bird, the mangy shape of which the fox's eyes had never seen. Creepy, yet alluring. The bird called out, duck-like. And now, row upon row of evil eyes popped out of its plumage. But no, those were spots on its fan of feathers. Still, it was hideous. The fox's head swam with problems.
How to reach the freakish fowl? How might the bird taste, sweet or sour? What manner of foul beast lurked within?
It was all so haunting, like the question that had recently haunted her mind. Wherever did the local pack of 5 wolves go? The ones who used to chase foxes away. These days, deer roamed freely, unmolested, while here sat this walled-in pen, giving no audible sound of chicken, cow, or horse, but oddly smelling of all these, and also smelling strongly of wolf.
Forget this!
The fox departed, a taste in her mouth of grapes, not sweet and juicy, but dry and sour. And so, the creepy walled stockade that was supposed to be a vineyard awaited its next visitor, or perhaps victim. A certain hapless human who was not as able or inclined to bolt and survive as the skittish fox had luckily done. Troubles had only begun.